getting ready to come out with a new EP. We're working on a song for Pride. It's going to be the part two of Complex Entity. That's supposed to be being recorded this month. But earlier this month, right now, I'm fixing to release a whole EP. I can't tell you too much about it because, I want to protect the project. This is important to me. I'm trying to be stealth at the way I share, but I'm still sharing. And this project is so powerful because so much work had to happen in a short amount of time. Like when y'all hear the title, like this is for people who like really 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 understand me, who really get the vibes, because I'm a whole lot of human being, I'm a whole lot of spirit, I'm a whole lot of things. And to some people I'm nothing, and I can own that too. But the art flows from me, and this piece is one of the most powerful pieces that I've ever done. I want it to be raw. I don't want it to sound studio sound. I don't want it to sound like something that you hear on the radio. I want it to sound like a conversation with a beat. I want it to sound like like it just happened to be music playing while I was talking, because this this EP is about the words. This EP, every EP that I've said has been about the words, but this one speaks to the being that I'm becoming, and it speaks to the understanding that I have at almost 47 years old, approaching 50, how I see the world, how I understand the world, how I navigate the world, the things that I honor, the things that I celebrate, the things that I acknowledge, the things that I struggle with, the things that challenge me. Like this is, and I met a being who I was extremely attracted to. Extremely, when I tell you I haven't been this attracted to someone in a long time. Their birthday, and I think I've talked about them in another video, was the same day as the one who last name I took first, the love person. And it was so intense. And I ended up having to do a diss track on this EP. And let's be clear, even with everything that I said about the individual in this diss track, I could have went a lot harder. But we had a lot of conversation behind the scenes, and some things were said to me that were very disrespectful, very inappropriate, very hurtful. And I still don't hate this person. Like, I still am not like, I would never fuck with you ever. Like, that's not how I'm feeling. I feel like the person needs to grow. I feel like the person needs to have some more experiences. I feel like the person is stuck. But like, the bond was so intense. I know none of it was fake. I ain't gonna say I don't know none of it was fake, because some of it was game. Like a lot of it was game. But I know when someone truly connects with me. I know when it's a genuine connection. And what we had was a genuine connection. It was a real connection. And I feel like, the person bit off more than they could chew, and then they tried to play in my face. And I'm just tired of people, biting off more than they could chew and then playing in my face. At this point, it's about acknowledging your limitations, acknowledging your capacity. Don't try to take on. If you know that you only could eat a cheeseburger, don't order a double whopper with cheese. Don't do that. Like in this point in your life, acknowledge your limitations. If you know that you cannot eat a foot long, do not order if you know that you can only eat a 6 inch, do not order a motherfucking foot long. Acknowledge your limitations. Stop taking on things that you don't have the capacity for, and then putting down the other person because you feel overwhelmed. Now, it's okay to say, hey, you know, um, it's okay to have a conversation and be like, okay, this is a lot for me, this is bothering me, but don't try to make the other person feel small, or try to make the other person feel inferior, or try to make the other person feel like they're somehow less than because you bit off more than you could chew. And trying to have any type of relationship with them, whether it's platonic, whether it's monogamous, whether it's an open relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is, don't bite off more than you can chew. and then be bitter at the other person because you don't have the capacity for their wholeness. This is a season for acknowledging your limitations. Um, a moment ago, I was in the store, and a trans person was working in the store, and the trans person is literally working in the store by herself. And I was like, "Girl, I hope you like them Arabians, and you got like a big old gun behind." There. And she was like, "Oh, I'm good. I done been robbed before. I done had people steal my car, girl. I done been shot at. I done been shot at with a double barrel." And the dude tried to lie and say I raped him, was trying to rape him in his butt. And what I'm gonna do with some booty? I don't like booty. If I wanted booty, then I would be with a female. Like if I was about topping people, I'd be with a female, basically. So I was like, yeah, because these niggas do be liking getting fucked in their ass. Excuse my French. This is a rant. So if you don't want to hear the strong language, this ain't the lie for you. I said because these niggas do be liking getting fucked in their ass, and I'm not judging niggas that's like getting fucked in their ass. But bitch, if you shame about getting fucked in your ass, I am judging you because bitch, if you like dick in your ass, say you like dick in your ass, don't be ashamed of the fact that you like dick in your ass and be wrong here trying to put other people down and act like you just alpha King Cooper when we know you like to get down with the get down. Have some humility, have a moment. You ain't got to be the alpha all the time, boo. If you're bottoming, baby, be submissive sometimes. Don't always be around here trying to give alpha energy when you know you're a power bottom. Don't do that. Don't do that. So anyway, um, we talking about that in the store, and so she was like, yeah, she was like, she don't like booty. What she gonna do with booty? If she wanted some booty, she'll get a pussy. She'll fuck with females, she'll get a pussy. So I was like, yeah, because these niggas do be liking dick in their ass. So the dude behind me gonna say respect the children in the stove. But mind you, moments ago, they were literally standing in the same line talking about they was gonna go home and watch a movie. And in this movie, the dude died while he was getting some pussy. And they was like, oh yeah, that's how I wanna die. I wanna die while I'm getting some pussy. And they laugh and cracking jokes talking about dying to get some pussy. But when I talking about a nigga liking getting fucked in his ass, you gonna check me and tell me, no, um, we need to respect the children. Was you respecting the children when you talk about you wanted to die fucking, you wanted to die getting some pussy? Oh, it was okay for them to hear that, but it's not okay for them to hear that niggas be liking to get fucked in their ass. And see, they be around here telling me that I act like a man, but at the same time, if I act like a man, I don't act like a man that wants to fuck you in your ass because I have no desire to fuck you in your ass. Honey, I'm barely impressed by your dick. And see, that's the problem. Y'all want people that's intrigued by y'all booty hole. Y'all want people that's giving life to y'all booty hole. But because I'm not giving life to your booty hole, and I don't really care about pouching your ass, honey, you be in your feelings, you be feeling away, and then you want to say, oh, you acting like a man because I don't want to pound, because I don't want to take you to Pound Town. Because I can't take you. I can't unless I strap on. I can't take you to Pound Town at this point. There's no Pound Town coming from me at this point. I'm acknowledging my limitations. I can only take you to Pound Town with a pig. I cannot, of my own natural resources, of my own means, at this point in my journey, take you to Pound Town. I cannot. So anyway, so anyway, the boy behind me, he was like, we need to respect the children, blah, 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 woo, 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 woo. And I said, children don't need to be sheltered at this point. The world is getting real. Like now you want to shelter the children. Children need to be prepared. So this is an opportunity. This is a teachable moment because you don't bring your children to a store and it's nearly 9 o'clock where liquor and junk food is being sold and then try to police other people's freedom of speech in a public space. There's a lot of things that we will do, but this is not what we're going to do. We're not going to come to a public space that's selling liquor because they sell wine and beer in there. We're not going to come to a public space that's selling liquor and junk food, stuff that don't none of us have no business eating because it's a Dollar General. We're not going to come to a place selling liquor and junk food and it's almost after 9 and bring children there and then try to police and monitor and censor people's freedom of speech. This is what we're not going to do. There's a lot of things that we can do, but this won't be one of them. Okay. So anyway, but that's all in the days of a black trans indigenous girl's journey. I have a few more things on the horizon. I'm here in New Orleans, doing something that's very important. Not gonna give y'all too much tea about that right now, because everybody, and for your best interest. But it's family business, and it was, we were concerned for a second. It was serious, we had to come together. Family had to come together. We had things. This is my biological family, we had to come together, honey. We had to stick together, and we had to rally round. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those moments. So right now, one of the reasons why I'm here, and the main reason why I'm here, is a family matter. It's a I have chosen family and I have biological family, and so this is a biological family matter, and so I'm here handling that. You know, just trying to show up, and be there for family, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we have to be there for each other. We have to show up for each other. We can't lose that bond. We got to do what we got to do. It's going to be, and it's been such a beautiful experience. Like, we've been going back down memory lane, and we've been talking about things and sharing stories. And of course, there's been little small arguments here and there, because that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really of the mind that if you love somebody, sometimes the best thing you could give them is space. Thank you, Victor. Sometimes the best thing that you could give them is space. You know what I'm saying? So we've given each other enough space, so now we're trying to do more things together. There is definitely going to be a shift coming from me soon. Y'all are going to see some stuff, and y'all going to be like, oh, wow. And what I will say to you now is, where I'm getting ready to go in my journey. To some of y'all, it's going to look like I'm taking a step backwards, because that's just how you have been conditioned by this machine. That's how this machine got you. But to those of you who understand, to those of you who know how important land is, how important it is to be able to have access to land, you're going to understand the next moves that I'm going to be making. It's not about, and living in Africa honestly was the thing that prepared me for the next phase of my journey. And it was so funny, because my cousin Kitty told me when I was in Africa and I stayed there for 9 months in South Africa, who my ex partner just reached out to me the other day. And she was like, because when I lived in South Africa for 9 months, we didn't have a refrigerator, we didn't have a bathroom inside of the apartment. We shared showers. It was like a public thing. It was everything was concrete. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we didn't have a refrigerator. We cooked on a hot plate. We washed clothes on hand and hung them on a line. And so, and when we went by the auntie's house, the toilet was literally outside. The toilet was literally outside. So, like, if you had to use the bathroom by the auntie house, you was just sitting on the toilet, with no trees around. You know what I'm saying? And it was on top of like this big old it was on top of this. There's 2 BIPOC forms I have access to. Oh, that sounds amazing. Well, I'm gonna be in Bogalusa, because I'm, doing some things there with family land. So I am working on that right now. And like I said, this is a very important venture, but I do like the idea of forms, because I love to like, I have a little mini garden now, so I'm about that life. I'm definitely about that life. I'm about to have to pitch me a 10 in a minute. But land is very important right now with what we got going on in the world, overseas. I care about what's going on in Palestine. I care about what's going on in the Congo. But we have to change how we show up in the world. We have to focus on how we show up in the world. A lot of us, we got so much to say about Palestine and we got so much to say about the Congo, but there's really a lot of work we need to do on ourselves. Like people will be talking about free Palestine and people will be talking about the Congo, but you really don't even fuck with the people that's around you. So how the fuck you really care about freedom over there? How the fuck you really care about liberation over there when you really don't really fuck with the people? And it's one thing. Okay, I don't pray on your downfall. I don't wish the best. I don't wish the worst on you. But literally, they got people over here talking about free Palestine and this and that, and you really legit don't give a fuck about a lot of people. Like you really could care less if a lot of people lived or died, and you just trying to make yourself look like you down for a cause. Like you just trying to make yourself look you just trying to make yourself look like you woke or like you conscious. But like we have to do a better job of showing up for each other. We have to do a better job of communing with each other. We have to model what we want to see in the world. We have to model that, and that starts at home. And so you can get on your platforms and act like you so pro this and so woke that, but really, honestly and truly, in how you move every day and how you show up in community and how you relate to others and how you connect to others, that's the best gift you could give to this world right now. Is modeling something that speaks to what you want to see, the energy that you want to go out. Because if you cast a spell and you praying for the Palestine to be free and you paying for them to be free in the Congo, and your actions and your deeds are not aligning with your message, your spell is empty. It's powerless. Yeah, protest fever. Like your spell is powerless. Your intentions are weak. And like people are so scared of what's gonna happen with the world. Like first of all, children do not need to be sheltered in this time. Children need to be prepared. But people are so concerned about making it look like they're so concerned about what's going on over here and what's going on over there. We need to do better at showing up for each other in our neighborhoods, in our communities, our families, our in the queer community. Like we need to do better at showing up for each other, and that's the best model. I don't always have to be on here trying to be politically correct, talking about what's going on somewhere else. The best thing that I could do is model, be an example that things don't have to be like this, that things can be differently. And so this EP that I'm gonna put out, it's gonna be political, it's gonna be social, it's going to deal with romantic issues. It's going to deal with clear communication. There's going to be some acapello. There's going to be some lovely ass beats. You know, I'm going to be spiritual. I'm going to be sexual. I'm going to be spitting. I am spitting. These are some of the best bars I have manufactured, and I'm a bar girl. I'm a bar girl. And this is no shade to girls like Sunky Angel. This is no shade to the Shagesha Diamonds. This is no shade to the girls out there that's making music, because it's some girls out there that's doing it. It's some girls out there that's putting out music to, it's this is no shade to the girls that's making music, but we know I don't just talk about things that are socially, like I don't stay within the constructs. I don't use, I don't use, I don't communicate creatively in a way that's mainstream. And a lot of that communicating, like even though you're being radical because you're talking about Black Lives Matter and you're talking about being trans, you're still you're still trying to stay within the vein of being trendy rather than opening that portal, rather than showing the children that you're from the void, like opening that portal, like causing us to think in a way that challenges us. And that's what we need to be trying to create. We, instead of cultivating sheep, because you herd sheep, you shelter sheep, And our art should not shelter sheep. Our art should not shelter children like sheep. Our art should force us to reason on a different level. It should guide us in this vein that calls for us to use more of our brain. We shouldn't be comfortable, not at a time like this, not at a time when so much is happening and flying over our heads. Art is a tool to help us to find our voice, to help us to strengthen our ability to communicate, our ability to be able to process, our ability to be able to reflect, our ability to be able to empathize, our ability to be able to show compassion, our ability to be able to reason. It impacts our emotional and our spiritual intelligence. And so doing art that's just trendy for the algorithm and that's gonna make sure you sell some albums, that's cute for your purse. But if we have a collapse, like I think we could have a collapse, and you can't even get to them coins because the grid done been shut down, you can't even withdraw them coins. You don't even have access to that change. What you gonna do then, bitch? What you gonna do then? If the grid shut down and all the money that you got in the bank, what you gonna do then, bitch? It's about your relationships. It's about what you put out into the world. It's about how you treat people. It's about your character. It's about your heart. It's about your integrity. You could be the brokest person on a planet, but if you move in a certain way, things will move for you. Things will move to you. And things will be moved by you. Currency is merely a symbol of your power, of your ability. A promissory note. That's what it is. That's right. You gotta grow food, find clean source of water, open that portal. Exactly. This is all this stuff is true. And right now, these are the times that we in. And people worried about money that you got in a bank that you might not even much be able to access. And when this new world come, your money might not even have no value. I'm watching a cartoon now that's funny as hell with a world where they done released the nukes and stuff, and money don't even have no value. Richest man on the world coming up with his suitcases of money, and it ain't worth shit. Cause don't nobody need it. What can we do with it? They bartering. People bartering. The money ain't got no value. What's the name of this cartoon? It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. The world gets destroyed, and they elect a goofy man to be the president, and he want to marry a like Miss America, and the aliens take over and destroy the world, and money not even worth nothing. And I could legit see that being a real thing. I've diversified in gold, silver, and ammunition. I know the fuck that's right. Oh man, I know the fuck that's right. You better diversify your portfolio. What the fuck? I love that shit. But yeah, like And that gold right there, they say that gold do something. That gold, like I think gold was used for other things. Oh hell yeah. Ammo is gonna be the thing people trade sex for. Oh yeah, cause I'm like moving into this gun phase, cause this the thing. Things gotta get black. It's gotta get pitch black. See, this the thing people don't understand. We gotta get into the eye of the storm for people to wake up. And once people start waking up, people not gonna want to dream this dream no more. They're not gonna want to support this dream no more. The ones who have evolved enough, the ones who have seen enough and it causes them to evolve, they're not gonna want to dream this dream anymore. And as people start waking up from this dream, that's how we can open the portal. We don't have enough energy to open the portal yet because a lot of people still comfortable in this dream. But once the chaos hits, that's why they're trying to get all that AI and stuff ready. Because once the chaos hits and the people who have the abilities, once they wake up, people gonna start nova and people gonna start like them gifts finna start coming. People gonna start tapping into their ether and people gonna start pulling stuff. People gonna be able to do all beings gonna be able to start to do all the beings gonna be being. Beings gonna be not all of us. Cause some of us we've been sheeping. We ain't been trying to learn nothing and hey, you ain't been trying to grow spiritually. You ain't been trying to grow emotionally. You haven't been preparing yourself. You've been playing the game. You've been doing everything you was told. You was following all the rules. And hey, you took Master for his word. You did everything you was supposed to do, Fat. You didn't prepare yourself, so. But I personally believe that once enough people get fed up with this dream, like Elsa said, the cold never bothered me anyway. Now, I do worry for my family, I worry for my friends, I worry for my loved ones, but I know that death ain't nothing but a doorway. It's a portal, it's a cocoon, you reshaping, you know, getting ready to take on your new form, your next form, whatever that is. So, I'm not really pressed about it, but I do worry for my family and my loved ones and stuff. And that's why I don't be acting up. That's why I don't be really getting in no drama. I be trying to, mind my business. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to keep it cute. But but let's be clear. If we are not prepared, we are citizens without Second Amendment. We are merely subjects. This is right. This is right. Now, we got to be prepared. We got to be prepared for everything that's about to happen. We got to be prepared for everything that's about to pop off. And I just feel like when the people wake up, like when enough people wake up, when enough people are no longer comfortable with this dream, when enough people are no longer happy with this dream, and enough um, collateral damage has happened, because there's going to be some collateral damage. When enough of that has happened and people are just like, no, no more, no more, and they don't want to dream this dream no more, and people say, it's time to wake the hell up. Oh, yes, it's going to be a shift. Something like energy doesn't die, it's just transferred, and that energy is going to be transferred into something, and that's what my life's work is about. My life's work is not so much about saving what we got, because we got enough people working on that, but we need to have people preparing for what's coming. And so my life's work in this incarnation has been about preparing us mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to manifest that thing, that entity, that being. Because let me tell you something, I don't think the flesh is done. I don't think the flesh is done. I think that we can shapeshift into something and it doesn't have to be robotic. Not shitting on robots, not shitting on AI. Because I love, artificial intelligence. I love technology. I fuck with technology. But I don't think that we have evolved into our greatest state and being able to feel like this. I think that I'm not shitting on the flesh, but this is some taking lions and wolves and turning them into purse poodles. This is what they did to our DNA. Whatever we was before this, like when we were giants and cyclops and elves and when we were all that, walking the planet, they toy poodled us. They purse dogged us. They purse dogged our DNA. They did eugenics and they purse dogged our DNA. It was the purse dog for me. Not you took my DNA and turned me into a purse dog. I was out here wolfing. I was out here Bigfooting. I was out here Sasquatching. I was out here Loch Ness monstering. And bitch, you toy poodled my DNA. And I'm feeling away. And so I feel like there is a opportunity for us to shapeshift into something extraordinary. Imagine this. What if we would have been, what if we grew up in a society where we weren't just always trying to feed our senses, where we wasn't just always trying to eat chocolate and fried foods and shop and buy clothes and have sex with random people, have sex with random ass niggas. Like some of these niggas be out here spreading their DNA and just be jumping up and down and everything and fucking everything. And bitch, you fucked up. Get yourself together so you could give me some magic dick. Bitch, I don't need no dick that's gonna make me sicker. Bitch, I already got the package. Bitch, I already got a cocktail, bitch. Bitch, give me some magic dick, bitch. Give me some magic pussy. Bitch, let me lick a magic cat, bitch. The fuck? Bitch. Bitch. And I'm speaking to myself as well. I'm talking to me, bitch. Bitch. I gotta get myself together around here giving out bullshit, bitch. This is not, bitch. It's not giving, bitch. Like, I want to have connections that just um, um, open up um dormant neurons and tissues and just like revitalize and just rejuvenate and all of a sudden like just nerves and stuff is just waking up in me. I want that experience. I want those types of connections where somebody touch me and I just and bitch, I just feel it, bitch. I feel the electricity and stuff just start waking up inside of me that was sleeping, that was locked away, that they had done spells on and they had binded, and somebody had touched me and somebody had held me and somebody had kissed me, and it was just and a bitch just and a bitch just shape shifted. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want that. All of a sudden, wings just start growing out of bitch bag. All of a sudden, a bitch skin just turn 24 karat gold. I want that. Bitch, I want shapeshift love. Just that's what I want. Can I have that? Can I get that? It's not possible with what with the frequency we on. Pound town, booty hole pink, pussy hole brown. My baby daddy. Just Drake whole catalog. It's just a binding spell. Y'all doing binding spells. Y'all are binding the other 95% of our brains. You're doing binding spells. And see, this is why the music and the art that I put out is so important because it forces you to use more of your brain. It forces you to use more of your emotional intelligence. It forces you to use more of your intellectual intelligence. And if we could get enough beings to start moving in that vein and being on that frequency, we can open that portal. There's going to be bloodshed. There's going to be war. Things are going to get worse. And so we should be preparing. Because some of us not going to survive what's coming. Hell, I might not. And that's why every day I get up and I do the work that I do. And I'm in a good place. I'm in a very good place. This is not the time to fear. This is the time to focus. Okay? Anyway, that's all I got for this live. I'm getting ready to do a very important project. I will tell you more about it once it's released. It is going to be 4 songs on this project. I have another song. I have another project coming up with um, Nova Luxurious and Adonis 5. But this one is powerful. Like this is one of the most powerful things. And like if you go and research my body of work, if you go and look up Kaneem Mafa and you just look at like my body of work has integrity. The art that I put out has integrity. This is why I don't feel like, my activism is lacking. Or that they be like, oh, you went at a rally, you went at a march. Listen to my body of work. Listen to the music that I'm putting out into the universe. Listen at you know the things that I am putting out into the universe, the things that I am putting intentions on, what I'm putting my intentions on, and you will see what the purpose is. So anyway, I'm about to go ahead and get off this live. I think I said everything I needed to say. I will be releasing a new project very soon. It's going to talk about um, a relationship that I almost had but didn't have. And it's gonna be deep. Cause like the things that me and him said to each other, and I'm so proud of myself because I didn't get online and drag him. I didn't, try to read him publicly. I put pen to paper and I, and I'm releasing this creatively, and it is going to be a balanced work. Oh, I'm coming for the neck, but I am also doing that healing work. A man, a woman, they lim, they learn. Anyway, I don't have a candle to light at this moment, so if one of you could, light a candle and acknowledge past, present, and future, the mother, the father, and the offspring, the Trinity. Um, Past, present, and future are the true Trinity. Um, as above, so below, as within, so without, and then backwards, as above, so below, as within, so without. A man, a woman, thank you, God Goddess, lay lim, lay lur. And remember, if I'm a child of God Goddess, then you know you are. Make sure y'all click that like button. And if you got enough courage, share it somewhere. Later.